Thank you again, Ted. As Ted indicated early on, there are 8 proposals being voted on by shareholders today. I'm going to review those and the voting results for each of those in the order that they were set forth in the proxy statement. The first 5 proposals require a vote of a majority of the shares voting at the meeting, including the election of directors. And I have gotten a report from the inspectors of election in each of these matters, included the votes that were cast here today. For the election of the 2 directors, a majority of votes cast at the meeting have been voted for each of the 2 directors. That's Mr. Baker and Mr. Johnson. Therefore, in each case, they have been elected for a 3-year term. As to Proposition 2, 98% of the shares present and voting at the meeting have been voted in favor of BDO USA LLP and the appointment of BDO as the company's independent registered public accounting firm has therefore been ratified. Proposal number 3, approximately 96% of the shares present and voting at the meeting have been voted in favor of the company's executive compensation plan. This is an advisory vote, so therefore the advisory vote on executive compensation has been approved. Proposal number 4, approximately 73% of the shares present and voting at the meeting have been voted in favor of an annual vote on advisory for executive compensation. Therefore, it will be a 1-year submittal to shareholders on an advisory basis, and that has been approved. Proposal number 5, approximately 92% of the shares present and voting at the meeting have been voted in favor of the amended and restated Hecla Mining Company stock plan for directors, and therefore the plan has been approved. Proposal number 6 requires a vote of a majority of the outstanding shares. This is the increase in the authorized shares. So 70% of the shares outstanding have voted in favor of the amendment to Hecla's Certificate of Incorporation, increasing the number of authorized shares from 500 million to 750 million, and therefore the amendment also has been approved. The last 2 proposals, propositions or proposals 7 and 8, require a vote, a supermajority vote to change those. So 80% of the outstanding shares must vote in favor to amend those provisions. One proposes to reduce the supermajority vote for certain provisions in our bylaws and certificate of incorporation. It received a 54% vote. Since it requires an 80% vote to make that amendment, it has failed. The last proposal received a 55% of the outstanding vote, and it has also failed. And it was the amendment to allow shareholders to call a special meeting. Thank you.